Hi everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Good Evening KU on Tuesday evening. My name is Annika Keeler.
And I'm Adrian Campa. So Annika, today marks the official start to fall. What's your favorite thing about fall?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I love fall. First of all, getting into the cozy, all the sweaters and the long pants after a long, hot summer. But I personally also really love Halloween. I'm a big fan of Halloween.
Yeah, I think Halloween's probably my favorite thing about the fall season. Just like, getting into the spooky vibes and spirit, watching all the leaves change colors and begin to fall. It just makes me crave pumpkin, and not pumpkin spice, but like a pumpkin pie or something like that along those lines, because I'm a big eater, so
I mean,
I'm just
everybody
looking forward
is.
to it.
Yeah, as soon as you get towards the fall, you get all the apples and all the spices, and then that just means Thanksgiving is around the corner. And who doesn't love a great Thanksgiving meal? So I'm definitely looking forward to this. I think it's going to go well.
I mean, look at me. I'm going to go a few times to get a whole bunch of food this year, which probably isn't the best thing because, quarantine, we all ate a little bit too much, but it's just going to keep happening this year. It's fine by me.
You know what? If it's a good habit, if it makes you happy, who really cares, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so this is something else that's really interesting that just kind of came out, but something else that makes us all pretty much happy is TikTok, and there's a new ban on that. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that, and I thought there was a new order that is allowing it to stay open, but I'm not for sure. But all I know is I spent too much time on the app this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of confusion over that because I feel like the president is saying one thing and then news sources are saying another, and then the school is sending out emails too, and it's just all really kind of confusing. So at the moment, we're just kind of keep on keeping on and see what happens.
Something you definitely have to stay up to date on because it's just constantly changing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And being on campus has also been really, really great. And everybody's told us to always just be prepared for the worst to happen. And personally, I think it's really good that we're still on week 5. We're a third of the way into the semester and we're still on campus. I'm really proud of that fact. It makes me really happy.
Me too. And I honestly wasn't expecting it. I thought we'd be home a lot sooner than we are, but here we are 5 weeks in and we're still on campus. Yeah. I mean, all my classes are now online, so it's pretty much, it doesn't really make a difference to me, but I'd rather stay on campus if I can.
Yeah, for sure. I think just being on campus too, kind of gets you into the school work mode, and you just, for me, I can focus a lot better. I know that I'm a lot better in person than I am online. Online classes are not my thing. So it's just been really nice to actually be here and have these experiences. And every single day that we're on campus is a blessing for sure. And hopefully it works out and we can take it just day by day, week by week, and see how things go.
Yeah. So how have your classes been going?
They've actually been going pretty well. I actually have one class that's been very frustrating, but almost everybody I've talked to recently has been the majority of my classes are really work really well, and then there's just one or maybe two that are super frustrating, and I think everybody's running into issues in one or two classes for sure.
Yeah. I know the one class I'm having the most issues with is my numerical methods class. It's my 11th math class, and it's just a lot of coding and so much math, and it's driving me insane, but it's not easy taking it online, but what choice do I have?
My goodness, it's a very ambitious class for sure. I can't even imagine.
I can't either. I don't know if I'm going to pass. I'm just kidding. I have to. I graduate in May, so I have no choice.
Yeah. Every day, every class, just assignment by assignment. I feel like that's how my life is being measured right now, is when's my next due date, when's my test open, stuff like that.
Just making sure you get that deadline before 11:59 p.m. It's pretty much all I'm paying attention to at this time.
Yeah, it's been really interesting for sure. I think, everybody's running into different challenges, and some challenges have to do with being on campus, some challenges have to do with being on campus but being online, some challenges are being completely online, and I definitely think the added addition of quarantine this semester is also making things very difficult for some students.
Yeah, and I've had several friends that have had to quarantine, so it's kind of weird just, you're just not for sure who's going to have to quarantine next, if you've potentially been exposed, so it's kind of just really odd.
And how to make it through for sure. And we'll talk about that in our next interview section.
Anna, how is everything? Can you hear me? How's quarantine?
I can hear you. Hi. Quarantine has been great so far. It's coming to the end, so I'm getting a little bored, but I mean, I've been finding things to do, so I've been doing pretty great.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it. What have you been doing to keep yourself busy? Like, what kind of activities can you do at home?
So I've been trying my best to still stay active, even though one of the main symptoms that I've had is fatigue. I've just been wanting to sleep, but I've tried to pick up different hobbies, and I've actually gotten back into art, which is something I've always loved. So I've just been working on my art and improving in that. And then also another thing I did, which I already regret, is dyeing my hair. And my mom also regrets that.
That's okay. I mean, it looks great. Don't even worry about it. It looks great. Oh my gosh. Well, you said you went all the way home. Is that better than the alternative of staying on campus, or how's that going?
For me, I feel like coming home was the best thing to do because I have support. I'm very dependent on my parents, like when I'm in times like this. So they have been really supportive of me and helping me. And it was also just a time to step back from the college life and get back on track and just really focus on school.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. So do you feel like it's easier to focus on school at home, or were you doing better and doing good with your school rhythm back on campus, or like, how is that?
I feel like I have done a lot better at home just because it was the first few weeks of college. And as a freshman, I was experimenting, trying everything out. And now I've finally settled down and I'm really focusing on my work. And I've already shown a lot of improvement. So hopefully I can keep that structure when I go back.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. I feel like a lot of times kids go home, at least for me, if I were to go home, I would have been so distracted, but I'm glad to hear that you're doing well and thriving in your classes at home. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, we can't wait to get you back on campus. When are you planning on coming home?
Well, technically, I'm allowed to go back in 2 days because tomorrow is my last day of isolation, which I'm really excited for. But
Nice, awesome.
I'm actually planning on staying home until next Saturday or this Saturday, upcoming Saturday. I'll head back to Lawrence, but I'm staying until Saturday so I can actually get my hair fixed.
Oh my gosh. Well, I really don't think it looks bad. I think it looks great. I love the pink, but good. I'm glad you're coming back soon. We can't wait to have you back here with us on the show.
I can't wait to be back.
Good. I'm glad. Alrighty. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after the commercial with the news.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Makai. This is your Tuesday Good Evening KU News Update. 88 new COVID-19 cases popped up in Douglas County over the weekend. According to Lawrence Journal World, less than half of the more than 2,000 reported cases are active, but the country is still averaging around 19 cases per day.
In the wake of late Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's passing, the Trump administration is wasting no time trying to fill her position. The Democratic Party wants to delay the process until the next president is in office. Senator Mitt Romney said Tuesday he would vote to confirm a new judge, giving Senate Majority Mitch McConnell the green light to move forward with a replacement.
Tensions are high here on the KU campus as many members of the community are still disturbed by having students back in Lawrence full-time. According to the Daily Kansan, several acts of vandalism have been sprinkled across campus in the past few weeks, including closed KU graffiti spray painted on Chalmers Hall, near Strong Hall, and near Budig Hall.
Yes, 2020 is still dishing out surprises left and right. Another tropical storm, also known as Beta, has made its way to the United States, and according to the NBC News, it is the 9th storm to come ashore this year. Beta is currently terrorizing parts of Texas as it is flooding streets in Houston and raging through the Gulf Coast.
And in sports, the Kansas City Chiefs escaped the Los Angeles Chargers with the 23-20 overtime victory over the Chargers. Harrison Butker kicked two 58-yard field goals to get their Chiefs their second win of the season. Kansas City will be on the road again next week when they take on Baltimore on Monday Night Football.
The KU football and soccer teams were off this weekend, and volleyball will open its season on Friday night against Baylor. The only Jayhawks in action this weekend were the men's and women's team. Both teams placed third in the Bob Timmons Classic at the Rim Rock Farm. The best individual finisher was senior Ben Butler, who finished 7th.
And that will do it for this week's news update. Stay tuned, and after the break, Adrian will be here with today's weather forecast.
For students searching for a way to stay active in an outdoorsy way, the City of Lawrence has bike trails running in every direction, and with the new Bike Share program, we can stay in shape as we tour the sights of our beautiful city. Clinton Lake is only a short 30-minute bike ride away from Daisy Hill and has the most incredible sunset location in all of Lawrence. Walking campus may give you the KU calves, but biking can give you the KU thighs. Bike Lawrence today.
Hello and welcome back to Good Evening KU. I'm Adrian Campa here with your weather forecast. And today is the first official day of fall. The autumn equinox occurred around 8:30 this morning. And though it doesn't quite feel like fall yet, at least we started a new season. So currently we're sitting at 76 degrees here in Lawrence with mostly cloudy skies and a light breeze from the south at 10 miles per hour. Checking out satellite and radar, really nothing going on across Kansas, but if you notice the clouds building in from the south, that's actually from Tropical Storm Beta in Texas. It made landfall there late last night. So some of that moisture is streaming north into Kansas. Not expecting any rain showers from that, but just some clouds will be possible over the next couple of days. For the remainder of this evening from 6 to 9 p.m., temperatures are going to fall into the mid-60s around 9, the winds remaining light and the cloud cover sticking around. For tonight, a low of 60 degrees with mostly cloudy skies overnight, winds from the south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and just a very slight chance of an isolated shower, but I do think will remain dry. And for tomorrow, a high of 78 degrees, cloudy skies early to start off your day, but becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon. The winds are going to remain light throughout the day from the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now your 7-day forecast, really ramping up the heat over the weekend, getting to near 90 Friday. If you're heading out to the game on Saturday, another hot day expected with the high near 90. So wear some shorts and bring some sunglasses. But the good news is some relief from the heat is coming, especially next week when we fall back into the 70s. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.